I miss you. It's Emily.
All right. So, question. Our homework problem was this. We're going to attempt to finish lesson 22 today, which is moving on from something that's not binomial expansion.
No.
Can I say something to Mommy? Just one sentence.
It's the only thing I ever understood.
Molly, you're precious.
I got to be smart for 3 days.
Okay, listen. Tomorrow,
We
we
do
will
it
have
over and over and over.
we will do it 4 times. We will start with 8th graders tomorrow, so we will absolutely learn nothing new.
4 groups of it.
That's a lot
Oh, I forgot about that.
Same thing 4 times.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. We're going to 5-minute little blips.
So we need to lie 4 times.
What?
Nobody's lying.
You
It's
told us to not
Hey,
tell the truth.
You sound like an army recruiting officer.
What? There's a word.
Chronics.
This is lesson 22. Point B.
Only B?
Yeah, all that we've done is A.
Is it called conics?
It is a conic.
Conic.
General, we're going to talk about the general equations. Okay?
What is
One,
conic?
one of our first, most beloved conic is simply a parabola. Okay? So let's- Okay. So I'm just going to list them.
A circle.
A circle.
Parabola.
Is it just a circle or like a unit circle? Because like a circle could be like any size. There's not like a specific equation.
Yes, it is.
Wait, did you
X squared plus Y squared equals R squared.
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
But it can be adjusted. You know what I'm saying?
We can move it to the right, or we can move it to the
Or you
left.
can make it fat.
Oh, so you mean like squish it a little bit? We call that something
Well,
different.
yeah, no.
I
Like,
think
you can make
that's
no, you
called
can
a-
make the whole thing.
So if your radius, the R is bigger.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we can change the R.
Yes.
So
Fatter.
do you mean conics is
Yeah,
graphing
that's
like the shape of
The
graph?
shapes. It's shapes of
What about a
Yeah.
Can you do a square?
no. Conics are all curvy.
What curvy?
Sine. Cosine.
Okay.
When
But they have to
Close.
fish. Parabolas don't close.
is there like an equation that can make a perfect circle? Graph. I mean graphing.
X squared plus Y squared equals R squared. X squared plus Y squared equals 1. That's your unit circle.
That's a circle.
Oh, the unit circle is what our little plates are.
Yeah.
And will you send this video to Prince? I want to say hello to him.
Ultimately, we say it. You have 3 seconds.
Hi, Prince. Bye. Because if I say hello to Molly,
Okay. What is a general equation of a parabola?
It's I know it.
It's x squared.
Y equals
X squared.
X squared. Hey Prince, I miss you.
Next.
Is that a joker? Yeah, I like it.
We have something we call a hyperbola.
Hyperbola.
Hyperbole?
It's
That's
like square, but not the perfect square.
Correct.
Wait,
we,
can you show us what it makes?
we will go through all of them.
Hyperbola. And the equation is to the not cubic,
No.
the third.
No.
What happened to the third?
Is that it?
We are not going to talk about
Oh,
third.
wait.
I mean, let's
Oh, I thought that was a U.
Oh, that's
ELL.
What? See,
Sorry.
you see what I'm saying?
The LL I
It
put
makes
together.
sense. I was like, EUIPSI?
I've read it. I write in cursive.
But
I know
hey.
exactly what you meant.
See, I knew what you meant, but like the rest of the stuff wasn't in cursive. So
Any ellipse?
Well,
Now.
general equations is kind
Okay, so in general, the hyperbola will kind of be like a parabola, and an ellipse will kind of be like a circle. An ellipse is like a flattened circle. So when you hear the word oval,
It's really an ellipse.
it's an ellipse.
Ellipse, sorry.
I think there's
I may just say ellipse.
They sound like diseases.
no.
Like, oh, I have hyperbole.
What is that shape?
This is not.
I don't know where you're pointing.
The house
It's a semicircle.
semicircle. Is it an ellipse?
Is
No, 'cause that's flat.
epilepsy a form of Tourette's?
Epilepsy is a seed. Like it's where you see.
But it's like you react.
Let's finish something so that I don't have to talk about this tomorrow when the 8th graders are in here.
Okay.
So a hyperbola, okay, will have an x squared and a y squared,
I have to.
but they will be the opposite signs. Okay.
I have
Okay.
no dyslexia. I found out that there's a form of dyslexia that's auditory, and it's when you have trouble speaking. You know how I've tried to explain to you guys that sometimes I just can't speak words? Turns out I'm dyslexic. Auditory dyslexia.
here's a sob story.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, you can function with dyslexia.
Nope.
100%. Okay, a hyperbola
A hyperbola.
will be, there will be an x squared and a y squared, okay, but they will be different signs, okay?
Okay.
And then in an ellipse, you will have coefficients like a circle, but you'll have coefficients in front of x and y that are different. Like a 2x squared plus y squared equals r.
It can't be the same.
They can't be the same. Then it would just be a circle.
If there's like a 2 in front of the x and it like distorts the circle, you know, is it still a circle?
No, it's an ellipse.
It's an ellipse. Would an oval fall into that category?
Oval is an ellipse.
It's the mouth.
It's a flattened circle, like an oval. See that oval right there?
I have a question. Can you
So-
draw?
Yes. Because, and the issue is there's so many issues with these. We're learning the introduction to them. I don't expect you to know everything about all 4 of these right at this moment. Yes, ma'am.
So like,
I think they use a
I cannot picture hyperbole. No, A, not Y.
like an A and a B instead of.
okay, so there's
Yes.
not a coefficient in front of the R.
No, it's just a number. R is just a number
I mean, you take the square root of it sometimes. Obviously.
to find the radius.
So, ellipse.
An ellipse. There will be different. There will be numbers
Okay.
in front of, and they will be different numbers.
Because it's A and B. Because if it was the same number, it would just be AA.
Which would
And
be a
then we can
circle.
rewrite them into
Hey.
here if they're the same.
Can you please
Okay.
draw hyperbola, please?
Hyperbolas can go in different places.
Okay.
If you want to see, here's an XY plane. A hyperbola can go this and
Oh,
this.
that's half.
Wait.
Like a parabola turns sideways, but there's 2
Oh.
pieces
It's
of
a
it.
parabola couple.
Is an
Yeah.
ellipse and a circle the same thing but bigger?
Okay, an ellipse is a flattened circle, like an oval. An oval.
Oh.
Okay. So here we go. Let's get some different.
What is wrong with us today?
I don't know. I decided to record. Okay, so an ellipse may be something like this, where it goes up to 2, down to 2, but out to 4, and back to 4. We'll pretend those are all the same. It's kind of a flattened.
like it shouldn't be so.
Diamond.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Well, I'm not the best drawer.
Trapezoid, maybe.
Stop. No. You're gonna have to draw these soon, and I don't want to have to laugh at yours.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I would make you the most beautiful epilepsy ever.
I don't know if that helped or just made it.
It's beautiful.
So if you
But I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay. Yes.
If you flip on the sign like x squared plus y squared, now it just looks
If it's x squared plus,
yeah
it's a
equals.
circle.
Three things. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, why?
Okay. Oh, shh. Let's take. Now, I sometimes forget. I have to go back and look at other places when we really get into it. X, depending on what is negative, the x or the y, your hyperbola could actually go this way.
Will there always be two?
Always are going to be two.
What?
So why is it one thing?
It's one equation,
Oh, okay.
and it will be one side or the other. What happens is there's stuff in the middle that x can't be.
You know, if you
So
actually
that's-
sound things out, you know what I'm talking about? Like, that really is parbola, circle, hyperbola,
Why are we spending the time to talk about this?
C.
What
I'm
if
just explaining that, like,
Okay.
what if it's ax squared minus by squared?
What was the point?
The ellipse. Oh.
Okay, so I wish that we could all look at page. No, I don't want you to. Just don't. I mean, Savannah's already there looking, and she's like, page 131, where they attempt to explain conics.
so you want us to look at it? Or
If you want to say, Miss Evans, I'm so glad you gave me this short little list. Okay? And we don't have to read. The general equation of a conic section is
I need to look at it.
ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0.
So how we
This is the basic general equation.
Ah, yes. Basic.
Okay? Meaning there's an x and a y squared. There's an xy coefficient together.
Well, thank you for simplifying.
There's
it.
an x and there's a y. And then there's just a constant, which is f.
Is
Which is why
this,
I put it on the other
is
side.
this a combination of all of these?
Yes.
Oh.
Now, it goes on to specify if A, B, C, D, and E, F are real numbers. If the coefficients A, B, and C are 0. So we're pretending now A, B, and C are 0. So what happened to our first three terms?
Zeroed out.
They're zeroed out. You have a dx
It'll be a straight line.
plus ey equals f. Could we rearrange that into a line?
Straight line.
It is y equals mx plus b.
Is it a straight line?
Yes.
Ooh.
Technically, a straight line is a conic.
But going through what points? Which way?
Well,
Ah, yes, of course.
we could totally find that out.
Let's do it.
But
No.
the blue one, the blue one will be the ellipse.
This?
Yeah.
No. This is everything.
I'm
just
being smart. I understood the last lesson.
It makes
no sense.
Straight line. If, so this was A, B, and C equals 0. Okay? So now, if the coefficients B and C are 0, so now just B and C equals 0. So B and C equals 0. We have in
squared plus.
So if we rearrange that, because I really would like to say this is a y equals. Could you solve for y equals? Can we solve this green equation for y equals?
Wait, I'm sorry. It's dx plus ey equals negative f.
Sure, you can move it over. But can I keep EY on one side? So ultimately get Y by itself. AX squared minus DX minus F. All divided by E. What type of equation is that?
Parabola.
A parabola. Okay? So for a parabola, you will have one thing squared. Straight line, all your squares are gone. You only have an X and a Y. Okay? Part of this is just recognizing what you're left with. So what happens if I want, well, they do talk a little bit more about that. What if just B is 0?
But you're gonna have like an ellipse or a circle or something, like, or a hyperbola.
Uh-huh.
Who just sits around like asking if we plug a 0 into this, it's gonna give us this?
Mathematicians.
Why?
Ultimately, the first thing I'm going to do, if I give you an equation and say graph it, you're going to start picking numbers. I hope the first thing you pick is a 0. That's a 0. What happens to Y?
Oh.
So think about it. We all do this.
But that's a coefficient. It's not a.
Well,
not
yeah.
extra.
Whoever came up with the original, yeah.
Well, it would still be a parabola.
But you have a parabola on, okay, look, parabolas only have one thing squared. Okay? When there's two things squared,
You gotta take a square root, don't you? Because the y would be
you can't.
Math is unexpected.
You're going to have a circle if
because this x and the
X and the Y, if A equals C. Okay?
Wait.
Okay.
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
But
Yeah.
coefficient.
Two whole letters.
A equals C.
Okay.
If they're different, we can have different things.
Then it's a hyperbola.
It can be a hyperbola or it can be an ellipse.
what?
Yes. So it's a circle if A equals C.
Oh.
It is a hyperbola.
A equals C.
No, don't say that one.
That's confusing.
Let me go with ellipse. It's an ellipse. My LL, I can't make them not be connected. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Now we know.
And I totally misspelled it anyway.
Ellipse.
If
It's SE.
A doesn't equal C.
If A does not equal C, but they're the same sign. They have to be the same sign.
Okay, makes sense.
Positive or negative.
Oh.
They both either have to be positive or both be negative. And then it's a hyperbola if A does not equal C and they are opposite signs. So one is positive and one is negative. And then they start giving you some things to where there are other letters. I wrote the general basic equation of a circle. X squared plus y squared equals r squared. Somebody asked, what if we move it around? Sometimes there's going to be something with an X and something with an E, and a Y.
I have
Okay.
a question.
So that's when things are going to get shifted, not centered at the origin. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Why A equals C is circle?
Because they have to be the same numbers to equal a circle. It's x squared plus y squared plus r squared to be a circle right here. The coefficient in front of x squared and the coefficient in front of y squared.
But if you plug in a number, it's not.
It's hard for me because in both of those you get like an r squared and we don't have another
Your
square.
f R is just a number.
Well, I know,
R is
but
just
still,
a
wouldn't it be
length.
squared?
Not necessarily. I can say x squared plus y squared equals 9.
And then it's 3.
And then it's 3.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's 3 squared. R is still just a blank number.
I get it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do a couple problems. Just rearranging. Can you rearrange plus 4x minus y plus 1? Okay. Can you rearrange and find the vertex of this parabola?
Rearrange in what way?
And
Find the vertex.
rearrange to find the vertex. Whatever way you need to do it,
What's vertex?
the bottom of the parabola.
Oh.
Spoiler alert. Didn't know it was gonna be a problem. Just kidding. I did. Because we're just like about that. Oh my god.
Ryan. I don't feel like I can give you the other one. Let me get quite ready.
It's still recording, right?
Oh, yeah, still recording.
Don't listen.
Hi, Molly. I love you. Hi, Prince. I miss you. Come back to America. Okay. You too, Molly. Come back to America. Bye, Pookie. Bye, Princess.
Prince, I've heard it.
Oh, sorry, what?
No, I'm good.